What's up guys? Welcome to another video here on SoAn TV. Today I actually decided to do something a little different. While this is not the typical setting for a vlog, I am actually going to do a vlog style video today. A few weeks ago I actually got requested to do the 24-hour readathon vlog. Yeah, the 24-hour readathon vlog. And at that time I had no idea what that was. So, you know, when you don't know what something is, you do your research. So I went on YouTube, typed in 24-hour readathon vlog, and I started looking through a lot of videos, seeing what they were doing, what the purpose of it was, and I liked it a lot. So this time, for this video, I decided to do the 24-hour readathon vlog. I decided to start my vlog here so I can tell you a little bit about the books I want to read and stuff like that, but after this it's just going to be all vlog kind, where me holding the camera with my arm, my little weak arm, but yeah, and we're just going to talk about it, and you guys, we're going to attempt, where is my phone? Oh, there it is. We're going to attempt, well, at least I'm going to attempt to read as much as possible in 24 hours. So I have chosen the 3 books I want to read during this 24-hour readathon. However, I'm going to show you more than just 3 books because I actually have a stack next to me of books that I want to read before the summer ends. But first, I'm going to show you the 3 books I will be reading for this vlog. Purposely, I don't know. For the purpose of this vlog. Alright, so the first book. This book right here. It is Ken Kesey's One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I have actually heard so many great things about this book. This book is something that you would typically read in English class or literature class or something like that. And I actually did not have the opportunity to read this book in any of my classes. So far, I have read up to page 114. This is not counting the 24-hour vlog that I will be starting. So pretty much my goal is to finish this book today because it's been a long time. I've actually been trying to read this for like the past 2 weeks. But I'm going to read this book. I'm almost done. So far, so good. It's very interesting, and I can't wait to see the movie because I actually Googled and there is a movie for this book, which is awesome. So I'm going to finish reading this book. This is the next book. This is, whose is it? Joseph Heller's. I'm hoping I'm saying the name right. Joseph Heller's Catch-22. This is also another classic that many people have actually recommended and I've seen, and I really like stories of this form. I know that it's something similar to George Orwell's 19 something, what is it called, 1984? I might be right, I might be wrong. Once I edit this, I will put it down below if I screwed up by any chance, but it's in that genre of books, or foreign, and also Fahrenheit 451. I love that book. And Anthem, actually, I actually read that book recently, so I wanted to give this book a try and see what it is about. But this would be the book that I would be reading right after The Cuckoo's Nest, so let's see how this goes down. Third book I want to read is Michael Crichton. It's the new Michael Crichton book. He's actually the author for the book Jurassic Park, and I love that movie. That's my favorite dinosaur movie that's ever been made. And I read his book and I wasn't quite impressed to read Jurassic Park. I actually preferred the movie rather than the book, which is, I guess, something that happens very rare because people usually prefer the book. We'll see. We'll see how this book does. I have 2 other books. I'm just going to go quickly up. I'm going to pretty much quickly go through these. These are 2 books that I've had for the longest time and haven't read them yet. I purchased these 2 books. These are actually personal copies. The other ones were from the library. These 2 books. This is Harper Lee's Ghost of the Watchman. And then this book, it's called Afterworlds by Scott Westerfeld, I don't know. These books are probably not going to make their showcase in this 24-hour readathon vlog unless I'm like a super reader or something like that, but I just wanted to show you some of the books I want to finish before summer ends. It is 4:03, so pretty much I'm going to start like at 4:05. I'm going to set myself up at 4:05, and after this I'm going to be coming back and just doing a few updates here and there about what I've read, where I'm at, and then I will put it somewhere, the page count, that I have thus far at a certain time. I'm going to keep track of it on my whiteboard. And yeah, I'm just going to start reading. It's going to be exciting. Let's do this! Alright guys, so it is 6:12 and I've been reading for 2 hours since I started this 24-hour readathon vlog. So far I have read 61 pages from where I started. I started on page 115 and I'm currently on page 176. This book has gone a little bit cray since the last time I started reading and I'm liking it. But I'm super confused. This character, McMurphy, I don't know, like, he's trying to get it through his head what's happening and why everyone allows himself to be, I don't know, just ordered by the big nurse and all of these things. I don't know, it's just, he's going through a lot of, like, character changes currently, and I'm trying to figure him out, and I'm trying to see what's going to happen to him, because he's one of the few people who actually has the guts to, like, stand up. He stood up for some time, then settled, and now he's, like, back at it again. I'm confused what's going on through his head, but it's just very intense and crazy to think that these people who are, I don't know, are just normal people, I guess. Yeah, they have their quirks and anything, but they're locked up in a ward getting medication, and I don't know, it's just a very weird. Ooh, my hand. I told you my arm was weak. That's hurting. I don't know, I just don't get it. And I also don't get why Chief Bromden, I think that's his name, the character, why he decided to play the act that he's deaf. Like, is he there undercover? I don't understand, like, his character yet. I don't understand the purpose. To rest my arm on my knee, or yeah, thigh. I just don't understand the purpose for him yet. I feel like in the end it's something bigger than what I actually do know, but I will find out later. And I'm also trying to figure out what the fog is. I feel like it's not actually fog because no one else can see it but the chief. So I don't know if that's supposed to be very symbolic of some sort, but I don't know, I might read a little bit more and then I'm gonna go eat some dinner because I am starving. And then, yeah. So I'll talk to you guys in a little bit, maybe show you what I'm gonna have for dinner, and yeah, that's about it. That's all I've got to say so far. It doesn't fail that every time I sit down to eat, my dog wants to go outside. It always happens. I don't know why. Have to get up and go open the door for this child. Why do you do this? Alright, so it is currently, I think 7, if I'm not mistaken. And I was reading during and after I ate dinner. And now I have to go pick up my brother from school at 7:04. No, actually it's not 7:04. Forgot this clock's ahead. It's like 6:59, close to 7. But yeah, I need to go pick up my brother from school. Yep, it's late to be at school, but that's what happens when you have a lot of extracurricular activities. And yeah, so this is like my one break from reading. Yeah, but so far I think I've read about 70, 80 pages. I don't know yet. I did not do my calculations, but so far I have learned a little bit more about Chief Bromden and his supposed deafness, and it's pretty much just, well, from what I've seen, it's not actually a ploy. Ooh, kid with the bike. It's not a ploy as an undercover kind of thing. It's just pretty much something that has been happening ever since he was ever since he was a lot younger, where people just assumed that he could not speak or hear or understand anything because of his ethnic, I guess that's the word, background, because he's an Indian of some sort. And yeah, so that's the reason why he is still playing the part of being deaf, because ever since he was small, people already assumed he was deaf. That's all I've got to say so far. I'm going to go pick him up, go back home, keep reading. I intend to finish that book before 9, I'm hoping. I mean, it shouldn't take me this long, but if I read in my room, I have a tendency to get sleepy, so I start reading a lot slower, or having to reread because I completely forgot what I just read. So yeah, that's it. So that's my update for thus far. Okay, so I just finished reading One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. It is 11:35, 36, and that took me forever to read 166 pages. Like, I took about 7 hours to complete this. Mostly because I took a nap, like 2 naps, as I read this book. I've learned that if I read in bed, I automatically get sleepy. So it took me it took me really long actually to finish this book. It shouldn't have taken me that long. It should have taken me mostly maybe 4 hours, given I ate dinner in between, but I don't know. So I just finished it. The ending I was expecting, because I had heard so much about this book, but it still kind of took me aback, and I don't know, it's just terrible to think that someone who did so much pretty much lost his life to procedure that was actually done. And I feel like, if I remember correctly, one of the teachers that I talked to about this book actually said something that these were procedures that were actually done on people, which is what's really surprising to me, that I don't know, that people would go to those extents to, I don't know. I'm just gonna stop talking about this book. It was a good book. I'm glad I'm finished with it though, because it was very long, and I was kind of getting tired of the fact that there's no breaks in between the chapters. Like, there's like this much of a break, and I was kind of like, getting tired of that because I like to feel like I'm going ahead, but it takes me, I don't know, it's just too much. But I finished it, so now I'm gonna go on with the next book, which is Catch-22. I'm not sure if I want to switch it with Afterworlds to read that book instead, but I'm gonna read a little bit of Catch-22 and see how I like it. If it catches my attention right away, I'll probably keep reading that book until I'm tired enough to go to sleep. If not, I'm gonna read Afterworld, because I know that book was actually pretty interesting, and I need to read something that's different. I am going to do that, but first I am gonna go get maybe something to drink, because I haven't left my room in about an hour. I've been going all over the house reading because I was trying not to go to sleep again. yeah, so I read 166 pages thus far. I'm gonna continue reading after I get like a drink. Yeah, just go get something to drink. I actually decided to read Scott Westerfeld Afterworlds instead of Catch-22. I needed to give myself a little bit of a break of that form of genre. Sitting over there. I don't know, haven't started reading yet. I actually gave myself a break because I was tired of reading. Ugh. But I'm going to start on chapter 9. Page 77, I'm guessing. Yep, 77 should be there. Oh, got a little blurry. Yeah, so I'm gonna read this for the next hour and see how far I go, and then I'll do an update. Good morning, guys. It's actually noon. I just woke up. I fell asleep around 4:30 in the morning, and I was reading this book. This means I have less than 4 hours to try to finish this book and meet my 1,000-page goal, but I don't think I'm going to reach it because I need to read this book and another book in order for me to reach 1,000 pages, but hey, let's keep the faith, right? So far I read 266 pages, which means I am really far from 1,000 pages. It's kind of sad. I'm gonna keep reading this book right now, and I'm gonna get some breakfast. But yeah, just wanted to give you guys a quick update of me in the morning. Yeah. Alright. Talk to you guys right now. Alright guys, so it is 3:04 in the afternoon, and I've read 395 pages since we started. It's not a lot, I must say. It's very little, but I'm trying my best, and I'm still going. I have 1 hour left before this 24 hours is up. I don't know exactly how like the 24 hours thing works. Like, do they count the time you're sleeping? That makes no sense right now, but yeah, so I'm gonna continue reading, see how far I go in the next hour. Hopefully I could read at least another 100 pages by then, and then that'll be it. I'll be transferring the clips to my computer and editing it all up so I can put it up online before the day's over. But yeah, if I did something odd or something wrong in this 24-hour readathon blog, please let me know. I'm still quite unsure of how it goes. I think it was just 24 hours, how much you can read in a 24-hour span, and that's counting even though you're sleeping and eating. So I don't know, just let me know. So right now 295 pages, we'll see how much I can read in an hour. Alright, so it has been officially 24 hours since I started the 24-hour readathon vlog. It is now 4:13. I have stopped reading the book. I took off the cover page. I took off the cover from it because it was kind of getting annoying and in the way, but yeah. So in total, I read 457 pages in 24 hours. It's actually it's a little bit sad that I was not even able to get past 500, but most of it was because I fell asleep many times throughout this whole journey. However, this is just the beginning. This is my first time, so I'm pretty proud of myself that I got to 457, and I am very excited to do this again in the future. This was a very rough start, but you know what? You can only go up from here. So the book itself is okay. I was very intrigued by the book in the beginning. Then I got towards the middle, and the characters are most of the characters that I really don't like in books, but I don't know. So far, it's a good plot, good story. It's kind of like you're reading 2 books in one, because the story is about a girl who is a writer. As a girl who's a writer, and the first book that she wrote is actually within the book. So it's like you're reading 2 different plots at the exact same time. So that's actually a pretty cool concept that I've never ever like heard about or seen or read. So it's a pretty good concept if you like a book that's a little bit different. But other than that, would I read it again? Probably not. But for now, I'm going to take a break. I need to make dinner. And then I also need to edit this vlog so I can put it up before the day is over. So yep, I think that's it. If you guys like this vlog, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. It really helps me a lot. If you guys want to see another 24-hour readathon vlog, please let me know in the comments down below. Remember to subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.